Right, another tank episode. Nothing I can do about it. It's the reality of working on your own and not having 5 days a week, 10 hours a day to work on stuff. So this week I'm going to start buttoning up the bottom. I've shot some footage already. I've started cutting and shaping. So watch that.
Connection established.
Right, now let me show you where that piece is going. Right, that's the big hole underneath. As you can see, there's a bit of a curve here. Hence why I was just badly hammering away trying to shape this. So I'm gonna crack on and get that to fit, and then we can start thinking about splitting this or cutting the shape out of it to fit the pump plate. Pump bracket, because it ain't the plate, but yeah, that's what I'm doing, making that fit in there. Hole in the middle of it, and then a thing, and then another thing. So that I'm going to stop there because I need to make a provision for this. So I'm going to take a template of this top bit and then transfer that to there, and hopefully it will all line up and be lovely. I actually considered what I was going to do for once while I was cutting all this out, and I know how I'm going to bring this in. So it's never going to be perfect. It's roughly in the middle. It's the angles sit right. Yeah, it's never going to be a perfect transfer. So what I'll do, I'll mark it out, and obviously I'll colour inside the line. Yeah. Again, even this area here, that's never going to be right. Right. Because you've stretched the curve the other way and then it got compound in it. Yeah, I'm not bothered about that. I want it to sink in at the top first. So basically I'll be cutting from the bend up. So yeah, let's start marking that out and trimming it away. So I kind of treat this like, I guess it's like checking a weld run. Yeah. Fuck it, send it. 14 miles away, that was wobbly as fuck. That is terrible. Let me show you how janky this is. Wah, wah, wah. No, it's not that bad. It's like, well, it is. But it'd be easy enough to flat wheel out. So let me get the rest of it cut out. Let's see how bad it is. I might even go over some of those bits. What I need is like a metal flexible guide that I can clamp or magnet down. I mean, does anything like that exist? If you're wondering why I'm sweating, I've just spent the last hour and a half driving round, running about, looking for one of my dogs. Most panic-inducing thing ever. Little cunt was stuck behind a pot in the garden and didn't make a sound. Back to this, eh? Look at that fit. Obviously, I still need to trim it round, but I can't believe how close I've got that angle. Sits good on the back. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to clamp this to this and then flip it over and then scribe this edge into this piece. And then obviously that, I'll just trace up on that, get it neat. But yeah, then I'm going to trim these ends off, and then it's just a flat piece coming forward, and that will marry up with the other bit of the tank that I need to make. So yeah, anyone who's watching the first bit thinking, oh, is that how you come? It's going to be perfect. Well, it'll be good. be good enough. So that's all in, lines up flush. There's a slightly bigger gap here than I wanted, but realistically, that's never going to be a problem. I've done worse, will do worse. But yeah, that's pretty good fitment. I need a square area, about 40 mil. And I'm hoping this area here, so I can put the fuel level sender. Well, actually, no, this side, I think, because it isn't actually bang on in the middle. But yeah, let me get that cleaned up and tack it together and see how it slots into the tank. Like I said, don't worry about these bits. There is a plan for the return. I mean, look at that. That is awesome. I'm well chuffed with that. A little bit here could have come out more. But again, just grinder and paint make me the welder I ain't. But no, seriously, that was, yeah, I'm chuffed. Chuffed. Some of you might look at that and go, no, it's well easy. But where this had to line up with something else and that had to line up over there, like, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's crack on. It fits. Yeah, I need to just get in bit by bit and start removing material. It's really annoying because positioning it every time, but it's what it is. If you're going to do something like this, you're going to get annoyed. You're going to have to take it apart. You are going to have to put it back together. If I could line it up somehow and scribe it from the inside, maybe, because then it'd be easier to work. Yeah, I need to take a bit off here. All right. And yeah, I need to think about what I'm going to do here. I know I won't be finished in this episode, but we'll carry on, do a bit more. And then I have to get the sender in. That's got to go at an angle, so I'm going to have to make another plate into here to get this long bastard in. But I'll worry about that later. One step at a time. All right, let's do some finessing around these edges. Take as much as I thought it'd take to get that to fit nice, but I think I'm gonna have to tack this in so I can offer it up to the bike and make sure. No, I don't need to offer it up to the bike because that sits below the airbox. The mods to the airbox are up here. No, I'm good. All right, let me make this return piece. That shouldn't be that complicated. I've got a plan. Well, I thought before I go any further, let me see how the pump fits. And that whole assembly fits wonderfully. And I can fit it all without having to take the regulator out now. And it clears everything. Show you inside. Look, it's all in there. All fits, all clears. Pickups at the lowest point in the tank back there. This looks so ugly from this side, but it's popped up a bit. But I've got a plan. There's a plan to make it less ugly. Even though no one will ever see it, it's just nice to know it's been done neater. I started shaping these. As you can see, I made a fucking pig's ear of that. Oh, I wish I had more time to work on this today. Right, so I need to flatten this bottom out so I can do the return piece. I've scribed the line that was parallel to the table. So it's a dead straight line all the way along. So I'm going to cut that away, and then I can make the piece that sits in here. And then once I've done that, I've got something to work from. See, I haven't got much longer. See how much I can get done. So yeah, that fits into place. Sits nice and flat. Nice and easy to weld up. I just need to trim it in there. Or should I just send it lumpy? No. Trim it in. Do it properly. Yeah. That should give you an idea of what's going through my head. Don't know if I've said this before. I can't remember who told me. I think it was Tom. Tom's Custom Shop. An old tungsten, just sharpened. Makes a wicked scribe. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to cut it flush because I want a lip for it to sit on. I just want to clear in some of the material in the back. Otherwise it could interfere with the fuel pump. Yeah, that'll do it. Just clean that up a bit. I'm not cutting any excesses off yet. I want it on there. Obviously, the more material you've got when you're welding stuff up, the better. If I leave a few mil on the back, bring that up there. Yeah, just do some terrible plasma cutting. Right, I'm going to have to stop there. Got grown up things to do. Life stuff. But yeah, you kind of see where I'm going with this. I won't have any content next week because I'll be away at the trip out. If you're going, I'll see you there. And if I've never met you and you're going, come on over, I'll say hi. It's the one time a year I let loose. So yeah, could be an interesting conversation. But have a great week, guys. Again, thanks for the support. And I need to work out a way to speed this stuff up. Like, yeah. Someone else that could film, another person that could help. But then, no, that just gets weird because I'm weird. Who knows? But have a great week.
Like, hey, bark, bark.